As you can see behind me, I have a slightly different setup than you're used to seeing behind me. And that is because I just got my new second desk setup that will be used specifically for the purpose of audio and music composing for different projects. So let's check it out. Now, this new setup that I have, like I said at the beginning, it primarily is for audio design and music composing, but it can be used for so many other things like doing some video editing work, some visual effects work, some photo editing work. Basically, I bought a MacBook Pro that has the power to be able to do just about everything that I would do from my desktop. Now, this MacBook has 8 gigabytes of RAM. It has a 256 gigabyte SSD drive built into it. But the nice thing is that while this laptop is refurbished, it's new enough that it has the M1 chip built into it. And the M1 chip acts as like 3 different areas of hardware. It supports the RAM aspect, it supports the graphic rendering aspect of it, so like in place of a GPU, as well as it works as a alternative to the CPU, and that's where all of the CPU power comes from in this computer. So there's no Intel or AMD CPU, it's just the M1 chip that supports the foundation of that altogether. So why did I get this setup? Well, I got it because my purpose and process of getting back into the creative industry is to work in all of those areas that I have strengths in my skill set for. I started off in audio engineering, I started off in working on doing mixing and mastering for musicians and artists. Even before getting into the audio and music industry, I did photography work. So overall, that's why I built the second setup, is to be able to expand on the tools and resources that I have in order to do the work that I need to do. And some of the software that I use is exclusive to Mac, a lot like the Apple Logic Pro software that I use for the music composition. As you guys are able to see, I have 2 really nice speakers. They don't have quite the bass boom that I wish that they did, but they hold their own pretty well. The mouse and keyboard are third party. The keyboard I like because you can actually hook it up to 3 different Bluetooth devices and simply push the profile button on the keyboard itself for which device you want to be using primarily in that moment. It's a very simple third-party mouse that just, fits the basic needs of a regular wireless mouse. Now, the other cool thing that I got was the desk. The desk itself is one of those standing, sitting, electronic raising desks where it has a very simple button selection choice where you can pre-program different profiles into it. And the nice thing is you don't have to sit and hold that profile button. You just simply push it and it will automatically move for you to where that profile was saved to sit. So why did I get a standing sitting desk? Because there are days that I don't want to be sitting in my chair all day and that I need to just get up on my feet and work on what I need to work on. More often than not, the work I do requires being at a computer, being at a desk, so therefore, in order for my body's posture and just physical well-being, that's why I got the rising desk. This will work well for over here. Like I said, with the MacBook, I can do just about any project, and because I use external SSD drives for saving a lot of the project files that I'm working on in the moment, that means I can jump back and forth between the 2 computers depending on what work I want to get done. The other cool thing will be that I already have some hardware set up for the music composing aspect of everything with this computer, which means at some point once I find it, because it's in probably the piles of stuff I still need to go through, which I did buy some more bins for. I just have to bring the bins in and actually start organizing and sorting through everything. But anyway, somewhere I have a small MIDI keyboard that I'll be able to use for basic music composition. I also have one of those Notion pads where it's the multiple squares that you can just push to program however you want, whether it's for specific beats, maybe it's just for different drum parts, maybe you want to hook it up to strings of a guitar, or just any other sort of random options that you have. So guys, I kept it really simple today. Just wanted to show you guys the new setup that I have. You guys will get to see a lot more of what comes from using this new setup. Until next time.